Alrighty, so what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Bulls podcast. My name is Corey, and in today's episode, we're going to be discussing the Chicago Bulls and their lack of having a true identity. So with the Chicago Bulls, it's really hard to identify what kind of team this is. We know that we shoot a lot of threes, which a lot of NBA teams do nowadays. But outside of that, we don't really have much of an identity. You know, when you think of the Chicago Bulls, what do you instantly think of? You know, if you just give you a few seconds to think of, if you give yourself a few seconds to think about that, I'm pretty sure that it would probably be a challenge. You may say, okay, well, we're an up and coming team, or you may say that we're a young team, but I think that more than likely you would just kind of scratch your head. It would just be some question marks in there. And you would say, I don't know what to call the Chicago Bulls, because I don't know what to call them either. I don't think that most people know what the Chicago Bulls identity is at this current moment right now. So I don't know if you can really call us a true three-point shooting team. I don't know if you can call us a defensive-minded team, or a hustle team, or a team that tries hard but doesn't have much success. And you know, just where we are right now is just in a really a weird situation, because when you can't identify who you are as a team, you know, that really says a lot about your team as a whole, you know, and not taking away from the players or the coaches or the ownership or anything like that. But it's just that the Chicago Bulls right now, they don't have a true identity. You know, when you look at a lot of the other great teams, you look at teams who have won championships. You look at OKC Thunder, they've just won a championship. Their identity is SGA. That's their superstar. That's their go-to player. They have great defense. They have Chet Holmgren. You know, he in my opinion, he's a superstar in the making. You have the Indiana Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton, you know, superstar player. He gets the ball moving. They have great energy on defense. You look at the Minnesota Timberwolves. You look at the Lakers. You look at the Spurs. You know, you look at a lot of the great teams in the NBA right now. And when you think of those great teams, they all have some type of identity. The Chicago Bulls are really lacking that. You know, if you're just a casual fan of the NBA, I know that you would really struggle to identify, you know, who are the Chicago Bulls? Who are their star players? Who is their go-to player? You know, it's just, I feel like we're in a really sticky situation right now. Not the best situation, you know. This a really just, I don't know what to even call this, you know. Like the title of the video says, you know, what is the Chicago Bulls' real identity? I mean, I'm a big fan of the team. I hope the best for the team, but just in all reality, we don't really have much of an identity. I mean, when we had Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah on the team, we knew then that the Bulls, okay, they're getting close to being true contenders, and eventually we got to the point where we were contenders, you know, and we were known as a defensive-minded team, a no-nonsense team, next man up type thing. You know, that was a big thing that Thibs had. You know, hey, if somebody's injured, hey, next man up, like let's go, y'all NBA players, let's do this. You know, and we don't really have that mentality anymore. You know, a lot of NBA teams don't have that, but you know, a lot of the good teams do. You know, but that used to be the Chicago Bulls identity. Like, okay, we're defensive minded, next man up. Hey, if we need some points, hey, give it to our superstar Derrick Rose. If we need, you know, or maybe give it to Luol Deng, he get us some buckets, or Carlos Boozer, you know, get us some buckets. You know, Kyle Korver, you know, shoot some threes for us. You know, that was our identity back then. It's easy to say that, you know, but when you think about this current Chicago Bulls team leading into the 2025-2026 NBA season, it's hard to pinpoint where our identity is. It's hard to pinpoint who is our star player, who's going to lead us in scoring this year, who's going to get the most shots this year, who's going to be our defensive-minded players this year, who's going to be our hustle player this year. Just a bunch of question marks, you know. And I'm not saying that this is going to be a bad season for the Bulls, or that the Bulls are terrible. I'm just simply saying that we do not have any type of identity. So let me know what you guys think about that. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Let's hope the best for the Chicago Bulls coming up for this 2025-2026 NBA season. Feel free to chime in. Have a great day.